Hello again, today we're in Malmo in Sweden and we're staying for one night in a city centre hotel. We've booked a room at the chain hotel Radisson Blu, who have hotels all over Scandinavia and beyond. Here in Malmo, this is definitely a hotel of two halves, and in this video I'll show you what it's like to stay here, the good and the bad, and let you know how much we paid for the room. By the way, I have a number of videos of the sights of Malmo that I made when we visited the city. They're available on this channel, so check them out after this one to see some of the wonderful sights of this Swedish city. But you want to know what it's like here in the hotel, so we better get inside. You enter into a large open lobby area, and here there's a large well-fitted bar, and behind the breakfast and dining areas, but we'll get onto that later. There's also a nice lounge waiting area here too. Let's skip ahead now. We've checked in and let's head to the lifts. You tap your card and we're on the 4th floor. You come out into an empty lobby area, and this looks a bit like a greenhouse, but we headed along this corridor to the left for the room number we had. And around the corner we entered into this corridor to get to the rooms, and here's where we were stopped by a member of staff because the rooms along here weren't actually ready yet. It's mid-afternoon now, but some mix-up at reception had sent us to this floor. So it's back down to reception and we're issued with a new room key. This time we're heading up to the 5th floor and out of the lift again in another completely empty lobby that still looks like a greenhouse, and we've turned right this time to head into the other wing of the hotel. Finally, here we are at our new room, number 533. Let's tap the key card again, and as is often the case with hotels in this part of the world, the door actually opens towards you into the corridor instead of inwards into the room. It's a bit odd to get used to, but anyway, let's check out the room. So I guess the first thing you'll notice here is the odd layout of the room, with the bathroom a kind of bubble stuck halfway down in the room. It makes for a really odd layout with a kind of office area at the end by the window and the bed right by the door at the other. Anyway, the bed is nice and big and it's presented well with a pillow arrangement. No towels on the bed though, but we do have an ottoman bench, but it's not lined up with a bed though. The bed did turn out to be really soft though, and possibly a little bit too soft and worn out, probably needs replaced. A bedside cabinet on each side, and we have a TV remote, a notepad and pencil, and an old school phone. And while it's good we have USB sockets on the plugs to charge your phone on each side, you can see just how bashed and worn these are, and also the marks all over the stainless steel headboard. This doesn't look good at all, but it does light up with LEDs, so not totally terrible. Turning around, there's a big TV on a strange sticky out piece of furniture, and behind we have another well-used power socket, no USB on this one, and 4 glasses and 2 bottles of water, although empty. I guess you're meant to fill them up from the bathroom tap yourself. That's really odd. Below is a cupboard, and on one side we have a small fridge, totally empty. On the other we have a kettle, not that clean inside, and below a couple of cups, some tea and coffee, and a bottle opener. In the remainder of the room are 2 chairs and a table, a floor lamp behind, and in the corner a strange kind of office table space which is just weird. The aircon is behind the office area and was pretty loud. It's controlled on the wall at the side of the bathroom area. So let's check that out too. So on the wall on the left is a bag with a black Mambo hairdryer. Looks well used, but clean. And then there's a towel rail with our towels on it, just 2. Then at the back is a shower. Works pretty good. And we have a selection of the normal Radisson Blu shower gel, shampoo and conditioner, but I really wasn't impressed with these stains on the tiles on the floor. That looks really terrible. Toilet was cleaned though, and so was the wash basin area. That's the bathroom. Only thing left in the room is the wardrobe, which had a couple more towels, plenty of hanging space, and we also have an iron and a shoe shine and sewing kit. And below is a safe and some drawers. On the other side, just an iron board and more space to hang clothes. A quick look at the view. Well, not much really, just the backyard and the other wing of the hotel. Okay, so that's our room. Just a note on the Wi-Fi. You have a guest Wi-Fi which was easy to connect to, no password needed, and just tap the checkbox on the terms and conditions, then connect. You then get directed to the captive page where you get a cookies pop-up and it advertises their membership stuff, but just select done and you're good to go. We found it stable and a good speed for both upload and download. That's everything up here for now. I'll see you for breakfast in the morning and my thoughts on the room, as well as the price. Well, good morning. We're down in this covered courtyard for the breakfast buffet. You'll also see this old building on the left. Well, this is actually the restaurant for the evening, but you can also eat your breakfast in here if you want. Here's the menu for evening meals. We didn't try the evening meal here, but if you're thinking of doing that, just check reviews first. That's all I'll say on that. Anyway, what do we have for breakfast? Well, it's a good spread with lots of options and all good quality, I felt. Also, hot options were available, but I didn't try any of this. The only bad thing was the coffee machine being out of order, but there were other options and I guess this should be fixed by now. So a pretty good breakfast, no complaints here. We're back in the room now, so let me tell you the good and the bad of the Radisson Blu in Malmo in Sweden. The lobby area is modern and clean and the staff were absolutely superb throughout. Aside from the mix-up with the rooms at the start, which was a bit of a pain but not really anything serious, the staff were actually really friendly and accommodating throughout our stay. The breakfast was great and it was included in the price by default. But there are some bad points and it's so obvious the rooms are desperately need refurbished. It's such an odd shape of room and it echoed as well, so it felt like you were sleeping in an office. There were lots of scuffs and scrapes making it all look a bit worn out and scruffy too. And the state of the shower floor really let down an otherwise pretty clean room. I feel overall this isn't up to the usual Radisson Blu standard, and it's especially noticeable as soon after we stayed at the Radisson Blu in Helsingborg, and it was miles better. Check out my video review of that one in this channel too. So back to Malmo, and how much did this cost? The Radisson Blu Malmo Hotel for a standard room cost us 1,440 Swedish krona, or around £113 or €130. We booked through booking.com, but I'm not paid by them to mention them here and we didn't get a discount to make this video, so shop around for the best price. So the question is, would I stay at this hotel again? And I think my answer would be probably not. I'd go and search for a different one, unless it got completely refitted. Let me know what you think of this price for this hotel experience in the comments below, and thanks for watching this video. If you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I'll see you on my next video somewhere else in the world. See ya!